Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Baker Girl. Thank you, Jesus. It is another beautiful day to be in the kitchen. Now, today I'm going to be doing something I almost never do. I am going to be giving my honest review on supermarket varieties of chocolate bars. Now, I have several different types of sugary bars in front of me. I've got some Great Value Walmart variety chocolate bars. I have a Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate, one of my mother's, one of her favorite. I have a Lindt Classic Hazelnut, whole hazelnut milk chocolate, I'm assuming. I have a variety from Aldi, and then I have a Lily's White Chocolate. So I'm going to be sampling all of these today, and I will be giving my honest review and what I think about them. Now, before I taste any of these, I'm going to say right off the bat that I did look at the ingredient list, and there were some supermarket varieties of chocolate that I did not want because they had weird flavorings in them and they were artificially flavored, which I did not want. And I'll explain why. Now, I'm going to actually start off discussing the Walmart variety because these are said quite clearly on the front of the package that they are flavored with natural vanilla flavoring, which I kind of like. And the reason why I say I kind of like is because I guess I believe them. I bought them. And I got 3 different types. So I have a dark chocolate, which is 50% cocoa solids. That's good. It could be a little bit higher, but again, higher is usually more expensive and it's usually not as sweet. And these are candy bars. Here is one dark chocolate with almonds, and this is 47% cocoa solids, which is pretty good actually for a candy bar. And then this is a milk chocolate, which will have a lower count, which is 30%. I'm glad that they're giving you the cocoa solids ratios in each one of these, because that's a good thing. Usually that doesn't happen. So I'm rather excited about these. Now, the ingredients on each of these I've already read, but it's pretty much the same thing. Chocolate liqueur, sugar, cocoa butter, soy lecithin. That could be GMO. I don't know. It didn't say non-GMO. Usually soy ingredients can be GMO. And then natural vanilla flavor, which that's it. There is nothing more in here. That's for the dark chocolate. Now, the dark chocolate with chopped almonds has chocolate liqueur, sugar, almonds, cocoa butter, soy lecithin, and natural vanilla flavorings. And it says it may contain traces of milk, hazelnuts, and wheat for those of you who are gluten intolerant. And for the milk chocolate, which I expected to have more ingredients, and it does, but not terrible ingredients. It says sugar, which is the first ingredient. Notice the sugar was not the first ingredient on these other two, but milk chocolate is decidedly far more sweet. So the first ingredient is sugar, then cocoa butter, chocolate liqueur, dry whole milk, cream powder, some sort of milk fat, a word I cannot pronounce. Not entirely sure what that is. I'm going to have to find out what that is. Soy lecithin and natural vanilla flavorings. I'm not excited about something I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, it's milk chocolate because of the lower cocoa solids and the higher cocoa butter fat content. There is always something added in it to make it more stable. Now, that's for the Walmart varieties. Now, the Hershey's Special Dark, it says mildly sweet. This one, first ingredient says sugar, then chocolate, cocoa butter, milk fat, cocoa processed with alkali, which is like a Dutch cocoa, lecithin, soy, PGPR. What is PGPR? I did not see that. And natural flavors. What's PGPR? Okay, gonna have to investigate. And then the Lindt, which is supposed to be the best chocolate, and they do have really good chocolate, I have to confess. It says hazelnut, sugar. Why is hazelnut the first ingredients in a chocolate bar? Okay, hazelnut, sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate, milk, lactose, milk fat, skim milk, soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. That's why it's added. Barley malt powder, artificial flavors. Lindt, really? Artificial flavors may contain other tree nuts. Artificial flavors, Lindt. Okay. This is the Aldi brand, which I was rather excited about because this one was really, I just thought it was, the whole thing put together was so cute the way they have it. So first ingredient is sugar because it's milk chocolate. It's always going to be first ingredient sugar. Then cocoa butter, cream, chocolate, milk, soy lecithin, butter fat, and natural flavorings. May contain peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, and egg. Now for Lily's. Now Lily's, for those of you who don't know, is a sugar-free, come back Lily, a sugar-free variety that is sweetened with erythritol and stevia. So it says original white chocolate. Lily's, their logo is less sugar, sweet life. There's no sugar added, and it's stevia sweetened. So the ingredients is cocoa butter, erythritol, milk, dextrin, chicory root fiber, milk fat, sunflower lecithin, non-GMO. I already know that when you tell me, first of all, Lily's is non-GMO. That's part of their motto. But I'm glad to see the sunflower lecithin. Salt, natural flavor, stevia extract. So it's got down here, all of their ingredients are non-GMO. Yay, Lily. And I have used Lily's before. So I typically get the regular Lily's, but the milk chocolate, the white chocolate, I was very interested to try because white chocolate is by nature very sweet because there ain't no chocolate in white chocolate. So it's mostly just sugar and milk and cocoa butter. That's pretty much all. So we've gone down the ingredient list of what these chocolate bars contained. Let's jump in and have a taste. I'm going to start off with the dark chocolate varieties. So that would be, set these aside, that would be Walmart's dark chocolate and Hershey's special dark chocolate. So I'm going to start off with Walmart. Now this was a very affordable price actually, even though it's not, it doesn't have a ton of ingredients, but it was still very affordable. I think it was only like $1.97 per bar, which is not terrible for chocolate especially. Obviously, none of these are organic, aside from Lily's. None of these are organic. So if they were, you can expect to pay more. Oh, look. They got little designs on them. Smells good. Oh, wow. Good job, Great Value. That smells good. Great Value is a Walmart brand, which is an American company based in Arizona. So let's have a taste. I think I'm going to like this. It smells good anyway. It smells like chocolate. Thank you, Jesus. I like that. It's sweet, but then it's bitter, which is, oh, I like this. Okay, we're starting off good. This is really good. I like that. It's sweet, but then it's very balanced. It's not like overpoweringly sweet. That's good. My mother would love that. She loved chocolate. That's real nice. Good job, Great Value. That's really good. Oh, wow. And all of their chocolates are certified rainforest certified, meaning they do their best to source their chocolate from environmentally friendly areas that does not destroy natural habitat, which is really nice. All we can say in that case is I hope it's 100% true. Nice. This is really good. That's good. Okay. Water is a must when you're tasting things. I like that. So now let's move on to Hershey's. We're going to see if Hershey's, which is like a, oh, okay, I can see right off the bat, color for color. Hershey's is a little darker Let me move it back so you can see. Hershey's is a little darker than the Walmart variety. I can see that straight away. I should have a little plate, but unfortunately, I'm afraid I'm not quite that fancy. Okay. Hershey's. Okay, I won't. Maybe I won't. Okay, be ladylike and cut a nice little square. Okay, now that I've got it out, I can't get it back in. I should have gotten a plate for this. Okay, let's just tuck it back in, if I can get it back in. Okay, here we are. Let's break off a piece. This is much bigger than Walmart's. Thank you, Jesus. Smells good, but doesn't smell as good as the Walmart one. It's good. It's a lot sweeter. It's a lot smoother. It's not bitter at all. Like, it doesn't have that bitterness in the background flavor, which I kind of like. And I went ahead and grabbed a plate because that was getting a little bit silly. Even I couldn't see what I was doing. The Walmart one has more rich bitterness notes, which chocolate, a dark chocolate, ought to have a little bit of bitterness. This one is more candy variety. So if I was eating, I would say you would probably eat this. The Walmart, you would feel more comfortable baking with it, to me. Nevertheless, I think either of them are good, but I think one would be used for a different purpose from the other. But overall, they're not terrible. They're not too terrible. Not for dark chocolates, they're not too terrible. Okay, now let's check out the two with nuts. So this is, again, a Great Value Walmart variety with almonds, dark chocolate. This is a Lindt with milk chocolate, but milk chocolate with whole hazelnuts, which is actually really nice. I was a little hard on Lindt at first because of artificial ingredients or flavorings, but it does contain whole hazelnuts, so maybe. Anyway, let's open the Lindt first. Okay, and of course they come in these cute little foil wrappers, which is nice, especially if you're chopping chocolate. Okay. Ooh, you can see very large pieces of hazelnut. Oh, wow. Very large pieces of hazelnut. And then you get all these little nice individual blocks, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to break off. Oh, so you broke here? Okay, so we'll break there. And these are rather generous portions. I mean, like, from this to this is very generous. But let's just taste a small piece. Thank you, Jesus. I'm tasting chocolate. Just hazelnut. No chocolate. Hazelnut tastes good. Can I get some of that hazelnut? Let's see. I'm tasting any chocolate. Nothing but hazelnut. Which I like hazelnut. But I'm kind of confused as to why I can't taste chocolate. If you like hazelnut, which I do, I love hazelnuts. But this is not like a Nutella chocolate bar. This is a hazelnut bar with some chocolate, because I don't taste the chocolate. It's not terrible, but if you're a person who does not like an overwhelming flavor of chocolate, this is good for you. I like the whole hazelnut. I love the crunch. That's really, really nice. But I kind of want it to taste a little bit more chocolate. Okay, now let's try the Walmart variety. And once again, we get these little neat little squares. which is nice. Let's see if I can break one off without detaching. Right. Okay, I'm not going to eat a small piece anyway. Wait a minute. Dark chocolate with chopped almonds. Okay, I don't see any almonds. Thank you, Jesus. Walmart. No. Where are the almonds? Really? Okay. This is complicated. One has an overwhelming amount of nuts. You can't even taste the chocolate. The other one has an overwhelming amount of chocolate and I can't even taste the nuts. Sorry, Walmart. You don't win this time. I can't taste any almonds. I mean, if you have to eat the entire candy bar to get to a nut, no. Now, Lindt, tons of hazelnuts. Like, hazelnuts all over the place. So I like that. I just would have liked a little more flavor in the chocolate. That's all. But, I mean, overall, compared to the two, that is not too terribly bad. Okay, now let's check out the two milk chocolate varieties. And again, we're going to, oh, this one says pull the tab. Okay. All right, so you pull off a little piece. This is from Aldi. And it was $1.99 or something like that. Okay, here we are with the little plastic. Wait a minute, something's loose in here. Are they all broken up? Oh, okay. Oh, look, they're all little individuals on the inside. Okay, so you just, nice, really nice. Okay, I like that. And this is no nuts, just milk chocolate. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, that's sweet. This is good. Very sweet. Oh, wow. It's good. But I'm glad it's like those little teeny individuals because, that is very sweet. So this one has a total of 16 grams of sugar. This one, the Walmart Great Value, has a total of 16 grams of sugar. So they both have the same amount of sugar. That's good. Not a ton of chocolate flavor because it's milk chocolate, but it is fairly sweet. So let's open up the Walmart milk chocolate. Okay, and once again, we get these little squares, which is okay. And this one smells more like chocolate than that one does. Curiously enough, not as sweet. Interestingly enough, this one tastes more like real chocolate. But I like the texture of the little squares from Aldi better. It's not terrible, but they both are very sweet. Oh, wow. That is sweet. But it's milk chocolate. And that's why I'm not a massive fan of milk chocolate, because I'm not a direct sweet person. But they're not terrible. I mean, if you wanted to, I don't know what you exactly would do with something quite this sweet other than just eat it. Which I don't really plan to do, but it's not terrible. Okay, so let me set these two aside. That's not too terrible, but it's sweet. Finally, Lily's. Now, Lily's is going to give my system a break from all that sugar because, oh, so this just unfolds in one piece. Nice. Uh-oh, Lily's, you come broke. Sister, you broke. Okay, so Lily's come in these little squares that says Lily's, by the way. And since this piece is broken off already, I'll just break off this piece. Okay. I don't smell anything. I don't taste anything. Okay, I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting some cream. I'm getting a very faint hint. I know I'm eating something that's sugar-free, I can tell. But other than that, it didn't taste that much. This one does has it has a little more calories than the others, but not a ton of flavor, Lily. Like, I don't really taste that much. If you have to eat, if you are privileged to eat sugar-free, then this would be fine. I mean, you'd be happy to snack on this, especially if you were crying off sugar for a while. I refer to it as crying off because that's what I refer to as crying off. But if you were backing off sugar for a while, you'd probably be happy to have this as a snack one day. But it just doesn't have a ton of flavor. Kind of disappointing, actually, because I thought it being white chocolate was going to be very sweet. But it isn't very sweet. So I have to say, out of all of these chocolates, I think my favorite would be, my mother would be happy to, she would be happy to hear this, because even though she loved Hershey's, she thought Hershey's was the best. I think the supermarket brand varieties kind of won. All these, they're little Alpine milk chocolates, the little cubes. And then the Great Value dark chocolate. I think these two would be my favorite. This one was the sweetest out of all of them. The Aldi little bits was the sweetest, but it was also very creamy. It wasn't just sugar. It was very creamy, and it did have some chocolate flavor. Not a ton, but some. Which, I mean, that's not terrible, thinking, you know, it's milk chocolate. So, and this one is made in Germany, by the way. Hallo, Deutschland, wie geht es Ihnen? Ist sehr gut, ist sehr gut. For milk chocolate, yeah, ist sehr gut. The American Walmart brand, it's real good too. I have to say it's real good too. It's not terribly sweet, and it has that little bitterness that I kind of like in dark chocolate. And it has lots of chocolate flavor, no weird ingredients, and the price was on point. I mean, $1.97 for a 100-gram bar of chocolate is not bad. You can use this for cookies, you can use this for brownies, you can use it for cake, you can use it for buttercreams, you can use it to make hot chocolate, you can use it for s'mores because it's not very sweet. So make a nice s'more if you're into s'mores. So I have to say, overall, Aldi and Walmart, Great Value brand, were the chocolate winners. Yay! Go Walmart, go Aldi. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I don't have a sugar high because I ate very small amounts. Don't go through all these chocolate bars. I will not. I will be putting them up and using them for different things. But I have to say I have enjoyed sampling them a little bit because there were some that was a little bit disappointing, like the Lily's and the Lindts. Now I have to say Lindt did really good with the whole hazelnuts. Now that I happily appreciate because it was like gigantic hazelnut. So, and you didn't have to eat the entire bar to get one hazelnut. I like that. You know, you get hazelnut in every bite. But the artificial ingredient, but you're not going to eat it all the time. You're not going to eat it every single day. And I thoroughly enjoy the little cubes that Aldi have. These little teeny little cubes which actually makes them a little dangerous because you could eat more. But I hope you have enjoyed them, and when you're shopping in the supermarket, you can kind of have a taste and see what you like, what's worth your money, what's not worth your money, and put these to use in your kitchen. I know some recipes tell you don't use chocolate that has soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. And it can kind of slow down the melting of your chocolate. But if you melt chocolate, all chocolate will melt. No matter what's in it, it will melt. If you melt the chocolate on a low temperature, you won't have any trouble with it melting. The only chocolate you may have trouble with is white chocolate. White chocolate is notoriously difficult because it has such a high amount of sugar that it can seize very quickly. But if you melt any of these chocolates on a low temperature, if you want to bake with them, they should be fine. If you want to chop them up and fold them into a cookie dough or a brownie batter or a cake batter, you will be absolutely fine. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and the good Lord willing, I will be back in another video. And I won't be eating my way through chocolate candy bars, I can assure you. Oh, but I'll do it for you guys. See you later. Take care, y'all. Bye. That is nice. I like that. Yep, Sarah. You gotta back away from that chocolate.